Hello everyone, welcome you all to today's class, and today we are in the last portion of the topic inverse trigonometric functions, right? And in earlier classes we already have done properties of inverse trigonometric functions, where we have covered almost all the formulas, right, and many questions also. And today, just before winding up the topic, so I thought we can take some important questions, okay, and we have not done the questions involving solution of equations basically, right? So that those questions also we will be covering today. And so let's take some questions which are very very important, and if it is required I will include some more questions. Maybe I can take one more class on this. So at this point of time, let's focus on some important questions. So we start with first question is, prove that tan inverse under root 1 plus x square plus under root 1 minus x square by under root 1 plus x square minus under root 1 minus x square, that is equal to pi by 4 plus half of cos inverse x square. Okay, so to start with LHS, this. So if you remember in my previous video, we have taken a similar question like this. So in place of x square we had x. Okay, just continuing the same procedure, but we can start with put x square equal to cos 2 theta. Okay, cos 2 theta क्यों? Because if I write here cos 2 theta, 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta, and 1 minus cos 2 theta is 2 sin square theta, right? And also another reason is, if I write here cos 2 theta, so 2 theta equal to cos inverse x square, and theta is half of cos inverse x square. Okay, so that is also another reason. So so let's continue. Tan inverse, this is your 1 plus cos 2 theta, right? 1 plus cos 2 theta. So and we know 1 plus cos 2 theta equal to 2 cos square theta. 1 minus cos 2 theta is 2 sin square theta. Okay, so directly we can write here 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta, square root of this, that means root 2 cos theta plus root 2 sin theta, root 2 cos theta minus root 2 sin theta. It means we are getting tan inverse cos theta plus sin theta cos theta minus sin theta. Okay, is it clear? So we can divide numerator and denominator by cos theta. So dividing numerator and denominator by cos theta, here we are getting tan inverse 1 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan theta. So that is equal to tan inverse. So whenever you have 1 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan theta, as we know it, a similar question we have done in 11th standard also, tan pi by 4 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan theta. So tan pi by 4 being 1, so we can write like this. So tan pi by 4 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan theta. So it is tan pi by 4 plus theta. So tan inverse tan pi by 4 plus theta, f inverse fx equal to x, tan inverse tan x equal to x. So you are getting here pi by 4 plus theta. So pi by 4 plus theta means what? Half cos inverse x square. Half cos inverse x square. I think this thing we need, right? So this is equal to RHS, hence proved. Okay, so just have a look at the steps. Okay, our next question is, Sin inverse 5 by 13 plus cos inverse 3 by 5 equals to tan inverse 63 by 16. Okay, so prove this. So here you have sin inverse, here you have cos inverse, here you have tan inverse. So better यही होगा if we can convert all the trigger ratios to the same one. It means either we convert three of the, one is tan inverse, other two can be converted to tan inverse, right? Or if you have sin inverse, so other two can be converted to sin inverse. Yeah, if you keep cos inverse, other two can be converted to cos inverse, right? So that is the choice we can have, right? So here, so best way what I thought, maybe I can convert these two to tan inverse, then I can apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, so that I can get tan inverse here. Okay, so LHS sin inverse 5 by 13 plus cos inverse 3 by 5. Okay, so now my purpose is to convert these two to tan inverse, so that I can get tan inverse the right side. So I have taken a triangle here. So let this angle be theta. So sin inverse 5 by 13, suppose let it be theta. It means sin theta equal to 5 by 13. So sin theta means p by h. Okay. So p and h ratio 5 by 13. So p 5k, h 13k. So it means your b will be 12k. So we want tan. So tan theta equal to what? Tan theta will be p by b. So 5k by 12k, 5 by 12, or theta is tan inverse 5 by 12. So theta means sin inverse 5 by 13. So sin inverse 5 by 13 equal to tan inverse 5 by 12. So here I can write tan inverse 5 by 12. Okay, so next cos inverse, we have to convert it into tan inverse. So take another triangle here. Let this angle be 5. So cos inverse 3 by 5 equal to 5. So it means cos phi equal to 3 by 5. It means b by h. Okay, so b 3k, h 5k. So p is 4k, Pythagoras triplet. So here you see we need tan. So tan phi equal to p by b. So p by b means 4k by 3k, that is 4 by 3. Phi equal to tan inverse 4 by 3. Okay, phi means cos inverse 3 by 5. So cos inverse 3 by 5 equal to tan inverse 4 by 3. So here we can write tan inverse 4 by 3. So we are getting here tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. That is equal to tan inverse x plus y 1 minus 5 by 12 into 4 by 3. Means we are using tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. So here we are getting tan inverse. Now 12, 3, LCM is 12 here. So it is 5 plus 16. Okay. Now here it is 36. 36 minus 20. So it means 36 minus 20, 16. So you have tan inverse. Tan inverse. Here it is 21 by 12 into 36 by 16. Okay, so we are getting here tan inverse 63 by 16. Okay, so that is RHS hence fruit. So whenever you have such question, no, you have more than one inverse trigo ratio, so you can convert like this. So again it is up to you whether you are converting you are keeping three of them into sine inverse या cos inverse या tan inverse. Tan half of sine inverse 3 by 4 equals to 4 minus root 7 by 3. Justify why the other value 4 plus root 7 by 3 is ignored. Okay, this is the question. So it means it has two values, but why are we neglecting this one, right? And also at the same time we have to prove tan of this equal to 4 minus root 7 by 3. Okay, so this is a very different type of question. So suppose we consider sine inverse 3 by 4 equal to theta. It means sine theta equal to 3 by 4. So it means we actually have to get what? If we take this is theta, so we actually want tan theta by 2, right? We have to prove tan theta by 2 equals to 4 minus root 7 by 3. Okay, so this is our purpose. So if I write like this, as I have written here, tan inverse 3 by 4 equal to theta. So let me convert sine inverse to tan inverse. So sine inverse 3 by 4 theta, sine theta equal to 3 by 4, that is p by h. Now perpendicular is to hypotenuse is 3 by 4, 3k, 4k. So base equal to root 7k. Okay, so base equal to under root h square minus p square. Okay, so we are getting like this. Now after writing p, b, h, tan theta is p by b, 3k by root 7k, it means tan theta equal to 3 by root 7 and theta equal to tan inverse 3 by root 7. Theta we have taken sine inverse 3 by 4, right? So theta equal to this. So sine inverse 3 by 4 equal to tan inverse this. Or you can simply just now keep tan theta equal to 3 by root 7. We want tan theta by 2. And as you know, there is a relationship between tan theta and tan theta by 2. We know it. कैसे? Tan theta equal to 2 tan theta by 2 by 1 minus tan square theta by 2. So tan theta we have, tan theta is 3 by root 7. Because we need this tan theta by 2 as per the question. 3 by root 7, here it is 2 tan theta by 2 by 1 minus tan square theta by 2. So if we simplify this now, cross multiply, we will be getting a quadratic equation. So rather than writing tan square theta by 2 or tan theta by 2 repeatedly, what I am going to do here, put tan theta by 2 equal to tan theta by 2 को मैं x ले लूँ. Okay, we don't have x ना, ठीक है. So tan theta by 2 को मैं x मान लूँ. So it means I am getting here 3 by root 7 equal to 2x by 1 minus x square, or you can say 3 minus 3x square equal to 2 root 7x. Okay, so it means we are getting a quadratic equation here. So we are getting a quadratic equation, that is 3x square plus 2 root 7x minus 3 equal to 0, right? So we have to find x, and as we know we have taken x equal to tan theta by 2 and we actually need tan theta by 2, right? So once we get x, so our job is over. So this implies x equal to, so it is quadratic equation in x, so x equal to minus 2 root 7 minus b plus minus under root b square. B square means this is your 4 into 7, 28 plus 4ac. I mean minus 4ac, here it is minus, so you are getting here 3 into 3, yeah, 36 6 आ जाएगा यहाँ पे, डिवाइडेड बाय 6, so x is minus 2 root 7 plus minus, here it is 8 divided by 6. Okay, you are getting 2 roots, so x that is equal to tan theta by 2, that is equal to 1 is 4 minus root 7 by 3. Okay, the other value is 4 plus, yeah, so, 1 is 4 this, the other one is minus 4 minus root 7 divided by 3. Okay, we are getting two values. One is 4, it is minus 2 root 7 plus 8 by 6, or you can write here 4 minus root 7 by 3. Similarly, minus 4 minus root 7 by 3, right? And 4 minus root 7, that is, it is less than 0 or greater than 0. So obviously 4 is more than root 7. So this quantity is positive, this root is positive root, whereas minus 4 minus root 7 by 3, that is your purely negative quantity. Okay, so tan theta equal to this. As per the question, prove that this is equal to 4 minus root 7 by 3. So we are getting here tan theta by 2 is 4 minus root 7 by 3. Okay, so this is done. Now second part of the question, justify why the other root is ignored. So it is basically, other root means it's minus of this. Okay, minus 4 minus root 7 by 3. Okay, so it means why this root minus of 4 plus root 7 by 3 is ignored. Why this is ignored? It is because, yeah, so just see why this is ignored, because you have tan of this. So as we know, sine inverse 3 by 4 is purely positive quantity, right? And see, sine inverse principal value is minus pi by 2 closed interval. Tan inverse principal value is also that, but in this case open interval minus pi by 2. So whenever you have sine inverse, this quantity is positive. Okay, obviously tan of that will be positive. Okay, so that's why we are neglecting negative sign. Okay, so this is your purely negative. Now right here it is neglected, you are ignored, neglected, or because tan of, tan half theta cannot be negative. Okay, the reason is tan theta by 2 cannot be negative. Okay, because you are having sine inverse 3 by 4 positive, so half of this is positive, so it means we cannot have tan of this negative. Okay, so that's why we are neglecting this the other root. Minus of 4 plus root 7 by 3 is ignored. Okay. Our next question is solve for x. So till now we have not done, we have not done any question of this type. Solve for x, having equation and getting the value of the variable. Solve for x. So 2 tan inverse cos x equal to tan inverse of 2 cosec x. Okay, so this implies, so 2 tan inverse this. So as we know, 2 tan inverse x equal to tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square. Okay, so let's convert it into tan inverse. Right, so here we can start with, it is tan inverse of 2 cos x by 1 minus cos square x, that is equal to tan inverse 2 cosec x. Okay, using this 2 tan inverse x equal to tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square. So this implies, so tan inverse x equal to tan inverse y implies x equal to y, because any inverse function is 1 1 and on 2, right? So it means, so tan inverse, being invertible, so tan inverse x equal to tan inverse y implies x equal to y. So it is because if the function fx is 1 1, so fx1 equal to fx2 implies x1 equal to x2. Okay, so using this we can write 2 cos x, 1 minus cos square x is sin square x, that is equal to 2 cosec x. So here you have cos x by sin x equal to cosec x into sin x. What I did here, sin square x, I have taken one sin x here and one sin x I am keeping here. So we are having cos x by sin x, that is equal to cot x. Cosec x into sin x is 1. So you are getting here cot x equal to 1, means x equal to pi by 4. Okay, you can have only one value here. And next question is, solve for x sin inverse 6x plus sin inverse 6 root 3x equal to minus pi by 2. Okay, so to start with, this implies, if I write here sin inverse 6x, that is equal to minus pi by 2 minus sin inverse 6 root 3x. Okay, so now let's take sine of both sides. Taking sine of both sides, sine of sin inverse 6x equal to sine of minus pi by 2 minus sine inverse 6 root 3x. Okay, so as we know, sine of sine inverse 6x is 6x. So here we are getting 6x equal to sine of, it is actually what, minus of pi by 2 plus this. So sine minus theta is minus sine theta. So if I write here minus sine pi by 2 plus sine inverse 6 root 3x, it's fine. So sine pi by 2 plus theta is cos theta. So it means you are getting here 6x equal to minus cos of sine inverse 6 root 3x. So if it is, if we can make it cos inverse, so our work will be simpler. Okay, so let me take this triangle conversion wala मैं ले लूँ. So if it is theta, sin inverse 6 root 3x equal to theta. Now sin theta equal to 6 root 3x. Okay, sin theta equal to this. We need cos. Now cos theta will be what? Cos theta is, so even if you don't take triangle, it is also fine, right? So cos theta is 1 minus, so we don't need even triangle, right? Another triangle go. So cos theta is 1 minus sin square theta, that is, square of this is 36 into 3, 108. 108x square, right? So we do not need triangle, so let it be. So directly we can take from identity. So sin inverse this equal to theta, sin theta equal to this. So cos theta is under root 1 minus this. So theta equal to your cos inverse under root 1 minus 108x square. So this implies 6x equal to minus of cos inverse under root 1 minus 108x square. So cos of cos inverse x is x. So we are getting here 6x equal to minus of 1 minus 108x square. Okay, minus of square root of this. Now squaring both sides. Squaring both sides, you are getting 36x square equal to 1 minus 108x square. Okay, so just have a look at it. So it means you are getting here 144x square equal to 1. Correct? So it means x square is 1 by 144, x equal to plus minus 1 by 12. So we have to verify whether both the values are accepted or not. Okay, so we have to show this verification step also, right? So to verify this, what we can do, so as it is very clear, sine inverse 6x plus sine inverse this equal to minus pi by 2. Okay, so if the sum of these two equal to it is negative, so these two must be negative, right? So for that reason you can write x equal to minus 1 by 12. This is the root. Okay, x equal to 1 by 12 doesn't satisfy the equation. Okay, so did you understand why it is not it's not satisfying? Because sum of these two equal to negative, right? So it means these two must be negative. Okay, or you can say if one of them is negative, one of them is positive, then also it is possible it can be negative. But if both of them are positive, so the sum cannot be negative. So that is the reason x cannot be 1 by 12. Or you can just now put the value 1 by 12 and cross check. Okay, but by inspection you can just see if both, this is positive and this is positive, the sum cannot be negative. So I am applying this logic. Okay, so x equal to minus 1 by 12 is the only solution. So last question of today's class is solve for x. So tan inverse x by 2 plus tan inverse x by 3 equal to pi by 4. Okay, so we have to get the value of x. Now this implies, so we have tan inverse x plus tan inverse y format. So tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus x into y. This is equal to pi by 4. So it means tan inverse. So we are getting here 5x by 6 divided by 1 minus x square by 6. That is equal to pi by 4. Means here you are getting 5x by 6 minus x square is 10 pi by 4. That is equal to 1. So 5x equal to 6 minus x square. Or you can say x square plus 5x minus 6 equal to 0. Okay, so we can factorize it, can we? So we can have 6 minus 1. So this implies x square plus 6x minus 6 equal to 0. So x into x plus 6 minus 1 into x plus 6, 0. So you are getting x plus 6 into x minus 1, 0. Right? So you are getting x equal to minus 6, x equal to 1. So out of these two values, we have to check whether both the values are accepted or one of them is rejected. Okay, so if you take x equal to the verification, so in verification we can show verification part if you write x equal to 1, yeah, so we have x equal to 1. So in verification, if x equal to 1, so we can take here tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 3. So it means 1 by 2, 1 by 3. So here you can put it here also. So if you write here 1, I mean 5 by 6, and here 1 minus 1 by 6 is 5 by 6. So it means you will be getting, I mean you are getting tan inverse 1. So x equal to 1 satisfies the equation. So x equal to 1 is a solution. Okay, so second part you see, whenever you write minus 6, right, so tan, I mean it is minus 6, so here you are getting x equal to minus 6, so you are having tan inverse, I mean minus 3 plus tan inverse minus 2. Okay, so you see, whenever you have, so taking x equal to minus 6, so what are you getting here? Tan inverse minus 3 plus tan inverse minus 2. So even if now if you put the value here, you can get pi by 4. But here you see, your x and y both are negative. Okay, and when x and y both are negative, can you get pi by 4 here? Yeah, if you go back to the condition where we have used tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to tan inverse x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. So the condition was what? Your x, I mean the condition was x into y, I mean less than 1 or greater than 1 what? Right? So the remainder of that condition. So here tan, I mean when x equal to minus 6, so if you even if you take it in pi by 4, no, if you put x equal to minus 6, here you can get it because of this cancellation of, I mean minus, right? But actually, I mean this is negative, this is negative. Okay, so you can't get pi by 4 here. With pi by 4 is in the first quadrant, positive angle. Okay, so this value is, so you can write here, this doesn't satisfy the equation. Okay, यहाँ पे not possible लिख देते. So it means, so this value is rejected. X equal to minus 6 is rejected. Okay, so the solution is what? X equal to 1 is the only solution. Okay, so these are the 6 questions, you can say super 6 questions, and we have taken some more questions in earlier videos also, and I think most of the questions in NCERT book and some questions from NCERT example we have covered. Okay, so maybe if time permits, yeah, maybe I can take some questions, very typical questions, maybe you can say higher order thinking questions in one of the videos I will take, and in next class we can go to the next topic. So thank you so much.